Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something powerful. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and truly saw the person you were meant to be? Not just a reflection staring back at you, but the potential, the fire, the greatness that lies within you, waiting to be awakened. Because deep down you know, there's more to your life than what you've been living. More strength in you than you've been showing, more purpose than you've been pursuing, and more power than you've even begun to tap into. This is your wake-up call. This message is for the dreamers, the fighters, the believers, and even the doubters. The ones who've been playing it small, holding back, hiding their light because they were scared of failure, scared of judgment, or scared of stepping outside their comfort zone. It's time to silence those fears. It's time to rise, because you weren't born to live an average life. You weren't born to just survive day after day. You were born to thrive, to grow, and to become the best version of yourself. But let's be clear, becoming that version of yourself is not easy. It requires more than just motivation. It takes intention, it takes discipline, it takes ownership of your choices and your mindset. And it starts with a decision that says, I'm not going to stay stuck in the same cycle. I'm not going to keep dimming my light. I am ready to level up. See, there's a version of you that is stronger, wiser, more focused, more fearless, more disciplined. And that version is not far away. That version is already inside of you. You don't need permission from the world to access it. You don't need someone to open a door for you. The key is already in your hand. And this moment, right now, could be the beginning of everything changing. Today, we're going to talk about what it really means to level up. Not just on the outside, not just with money, status, or success, but from the inside out. We're going to talk about the mindset shift that has to happen, the daily actions that must be taken, and the commitment it takes to walk away from the old version of yourself and step fully into the person you were always meant to be. So I want you to sit up, pay attention, and listen with your heart wide open. Because this isn't just another motivational message. This is your call to rise, to stop settling, to stop waiting, and to finally take the steps that will change the trajectory of your life forever. You are not here by accident. You are hearing this for a reason, and if you feel something stirring inside you right now, that's your soul saying, let's go, the time is now, let's talk about how to level up in life and become the best version of yourself. The awakening, realizing you're meant for more. There comes a moment in every person's life when they stop and think, is this it? Is this the life I'm meant to live? And in that moment of silence, in the stillness of your thoughts, something stirs deep within you. A quiet voice begins to speak. It tells you that you're meant for more, that you're capable of more, that you've barely scratched the surface of what you're truly destined to become. That voice, that's your potential calling out. That's your higher self pushing through the noise of everyday life, begging you to wake up and level up. You see, you weren't born just to exist, to go through the motions, to wake up every day feeling unfulfilled. You were born to evolve, to rise, to transform into the absolute best version of yourself. And here's the truth, that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen because you wish for it. It happens when you decide, once and for all, that you refuse to stay where you are. You must first become aware that your current life is a result of the choices you've made, the habits you've kept, the standards you've accepted. And if those choices haven't taken you to a place of peace, power, and purpose, it's time for a change. It's time to stop settling for a life that doesn't challenge you, because comfort is seductive. It whispers, stay here, it's safe. But comfort is the enemy of growth. It keeps you from becoming who you were truly meant to be. Leveling up starts with letting go. Letting go of excuses, letting go of procrastination, letting go of the stories you've been telling yourself about why you can't succeed. Your mind is powerful, but it can either be your greatest weapon or your biggest prison. You choose. And part of that choice is taking full ownership of your life. No more blaming your past, no more waiting for the right time, no more pointing fingers. This is your life. No one else is going to do the work for you. No one else can walk your path. If you want to become the best version of yourself, it's going to take intentional effort. That means evaluating who you spend time with. It means getting serious about your habits. It means doing things even when you don't feel like it, because the best version of you isn't built by accident. It's crafted through discipline, sacrifice, and consistent growth. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Small actions repeated daily will lead to massive transformation. Every step forward, no matter how small, counts. So ask yourself today, am I ready to level up? If the answer is yes, then your journey starts right now. The process, building the foundation for growth. Once you've made the decision to level up in life, the next step is to build the foundation. Growth is not random. It doesn't come from wishing, hoping, or waiting. Growth is intentional, it is deliberate, and it requires a solid structure to support your transformation. First, you must develop self-discipline. This is the cornerstone of every successful life. You won't always be motivated. That's a fact. But discipline picks up where motivation drops off. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when your mind says sleep. It's what pushes you to do the hard things, even when no one's watching. Because the truth is, leveling up means doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Start by mastering your mornings. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything else. Wake up with purpose. Create a morning routine that energizes your body, sharpens your mind, and fuels your spirit. Don't just react to life, design it. Read, pray, work out, journal, whatever fills your cup. Do it. That time is sacred. Next, set clear, intentional goals. Don't just say, I want to be better. Define what better looks like. Be specific. What do you want to accomplish in the next 6 months? The next year, 5 years? Write it down. Visualize it. Speak it into existence. Your goals give you direction, and without direction, you're just wandering. Then comes the hard part, taking consistent action. It's easy to start something. The challenge is to keep going. You'll have days when you feel like quitting. Days when progress feels slow. But don't stop. Success is not about giant leaps. It's about showing up day after day, no matter how you feel. And while you're on this journey, protect your environment. Who you surround yourself with matters more than you think. If you're constantly around negative, small-minded, or complacent people, that energy will drag you down. But if you surround yourself with winners, dreamers, doers, people who inspire and challenge you, you will rise with them. Also understand this, leveling up means letting go of the old version of you, the habits, the patterns, the attitudes that no longer serve you. They have to go. Growth requires shedding the layers that keep you stuck. That means saying no more often. That means walking away from things that feel comfortable but no longer align with where you're headed. You have to be willing to become a beginner again, to make mistakes, to fail and learn. Because failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every mistake is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to come back stronger. The process is not always easy, but it's always worth it. With every step you are evolving, you are becoming, you are rising into the person you were always meant to be, the becoming, living as your highest self. Now that you've committed to the process, now that you've planted your feet on the path of discipline, growth, and intentional living, it's time to embrace the final phase, the becoming. This is where everything changes. This is where you stop striving to become the best version of yourself and start living as that person. The best version of you isn't a fantasy. It's not someone far off in the distance. That version of you already exists inside of you. The work you're doing, the habits you're forming, the mindset you're sharpening, the standards you're raising. It's all about removing the layers that have been covering that person up. To truly become your highest self, you must begin to operate with unshakable self-belief. Not arrogance, not ego, but a deep, unbreakable confidence that says, I know who I am, I know what I bring, and I refuse to shrink myself for anyone or anything. You no longer doubt your worth, you own it. You stop waiting for validation, you stop explaining yourself, you stop seeking permission to take up space. Because when you become your best self, you walk differently, you speak differently, you make decisions based on where you're going, not where you've been. And here's a powerful truth. Leveling up is not just about money, success, or status. It's about alignment. Are your actions aligned with your values? Are your relationships aligned with your vision? Are your thoughts aligned with the future you're building? When you're in alignment, life begins to flow. You no longer force things to happen. You attract what's meant for you. Because your energy is clear, you stop chasing and start creating. You stop surviving and start thriving. And part of living as your best self means giving back. You rise not just for you, but so you can reach back and pull others up with you. Your journey, your struggle, your transformation, it's not just for your benefit. It's meant to be a light for others who are still trying to find their way. Becoming the best version of yourself also means guarding your peace, protecting your energy, being intentional about what you consume, what you read, watch, listen to, and say. Your mind is the control center of your life. If you want to stay elevated, you must feed it with faith, focus, and positivity daily. And finally, never stop growing. There is no final destination. Becoming the best version of yourself is a lifelong journey. You will always have more to learn, more to heal, and more to give. But the beauty is in the evolution. The joy is in becoming someone you are proud to be. Not because you're perfect, but because you never stop showing up for yourself. So walk boldly, live intentionally, and rise daily into the person you were born to be. This is your time, this is your season, and you are ready.